Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to Movie Chats. It's our Thursday bi-weekly show, and we're talking all about films and TV series and stuff like that. Tonight's theme is films that you thought would be crap, but actually turned out decent. So that's tonight's theme. We'll talk about that in a bit. I hope you're all doing okay. Let's have a quick ganders who's in. We've got Steve Jackson, who's also in the green room, waiting to come on. We've got Dave. Hi, Dave. Gary the Goat Jazz. Shabba. We've got Ali. Hi, Ali. Kevin's in. Tori. Richard. Night's Life. The Monkey Thrifter. Jason. Kitan. Oh, there's a few people joined, so that's good. So what have we got lined up this evening? Well, as I say, the theme is films that you thought would be crap. So myself and the guests will be going through some of those. We've got the two Steves coming on. We've got our mini quiz at around 7:30. So in just under half an hour's time, we've got a mini quiz. I think I'm winning at the moment, actually, just looking at the leaderboard. No, I'm not actually. I'm last. So we've got the mini quiz. Then we've got Netflix movie of the week. We've got Netflix series of the week and Netflix one to miss. So stay tuned if you like Netflix or if you subscribe to Netflix. If you don't, well, you can stay and watch anyway. Doesn't harm, does it? If anyone else has dropped in. Okay. Oh, pretty much there, I think. Well, let's bring on one of our guests. We're still waiting for the other one. Here he is. He's Big Steve.
Evening, Noel. You okay?
All right. You're a bit blurry there, mate.
I'm a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Focus.
You need to focus if you think you're winning that quiz.
Listen. Dark horse. I'll come in right at the end and I'll wipe you all out.
Okay. I believe you. Evening, Noel.
How are you anyway?
Yeah, not bad. It's been a bit of a busy week, but yeah, other than that, we're all good. Yeah.
Good. What was homework this week? It was
Ginger Clown.
Ginger Clown, yes.
Ginger Clown. I am not going to lie to you. I got about 45 minutes in, and then I thought to myself, I'm not really enjoying this. I'd rather watch Dragon's Den.
I like Dragon's Den, to be fair.
So, yeah, I thought some of the puppets were, people saying I'm blaring. I don't know why I wasn't.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I
wonder if it's the brightness from the window that's distracting. Try that. There we go. That's it.
Yeah. So, I got about 45 minutes in, and then I thought, I'm not really enjoying this. I didn't get to see much of Ginger Clown. He sort of flashes up on your screen every now and then, and that was about it. I thought the puppets were quite good. The talking kettle, You know, where he's talking to the tea kettle, and he's going, "So you like a special person or something? You know, you're gonna guide me through." You know, he goes, "No, you a fucking retard. I'm a tea kettle." You know, stuff like that. I thought some of the little one-liners were all right, but yeah, if you've sat through that film, you are
A better man than you.
better man than me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. So, what would you give Ginger Clown out of 10?
Probably a 4. 4 out of 10. I think that'll be fair.
I wonder if any of the chat, has anybody in the chat watched Ginger Clown? Because that was our homework from last week. I watched it from start to finish, but while I was listening and working and stuff. So I thought that it was watchable. And it's not the worst B-movie type film I've ever seen.
No.
I thought, I don't know about you, Steve, but the girl in it, like the female lead, she didn't half have an annoying scream.
Yeah, like a whiny voice.
A whiny, screamy voice constantly. Yeah. But she was bloody annoying. It annoyed me that we didn't barely even see this clown at all. But so what's his name? Is it Tim Curry?
Tim Curry, yeah.
He was basically a voiceover, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And that were it. We didn't even see him in anything.
See, I don't know what role the female lead was supposed to be playing, because she was she was sort of with the boyfriend at the start, then took a fancy to the little geeky lad, and then sort of left and followed him around like a lost puppy all the way through. From what I didn't know what the purpose of her was, really, to be honest.
You didn't stay till the end, but I won't give out any spoilers for people. But the ending was like, it was over in a flash at the end. It was a bit of a strange ending.
Like I say, when I'm watching the opening credits and stuff like that, and I'm seeing some of the names of the characters and some of the people that are in it, you know, you've got like Belly Crusher and stuff like that. I'm thinking, no, this is going to be quite gory, you know, or something. And it wasn't really. It was just like a Disney-made haunted house.
No, it wasn't. I think it could have been a lot better. I did like all the little puppets that they had, like the like animatronic puppets that they used. I thought that was all right.
Yeah, like I say, by no means was it the worst B movie you've made me watch.
Yeah,
since we've done it.
Yeah. Night's Life says it was okay, but some of the costumes weren't great. Yeah, I think the main disappointment for me was we didn't really get to see the clown. It was like, it's about this ginger clown, and we didn't really see it properly.
Yeah.
Lack of Tim Curry, yeah. Annoying, shouty. Yeah, exactly, Ali, exactly that. Yeah. So that was the homework. When little Steve comes on, we'll get his take on Ginger Clown. But in the meantime, let's talk about the theme for tonight, which is films that you thought would be crap, but turned out decent, is basically should have on the end.
Yeah, it was this. I've spoke to you and Steve about this for a couple of times the last 2 weeks. I really struggled to get my head around what it was I was trying to research here. You know, films that I thought were going to be crap, and then I was thinking, why would I watch them?
Well, it's funny you say that, because me and Annabelle had the same conversation. Just because I was like, can you think, oh, little Steve's in the background, just give me a second. I said to Annabelle, can you think of any films that we've gone to see that we thought were going to be crap but turned out good? And she said the same as you. Why would we go if we thought they were going to be crap?
Yeah.
But I have got some examples. Before we crack on, let's just bring little Steve on.
Hey, guys.
All right.
Yeah. You all right?
Evening.
We're almost done. So
Yeah,
we'll
right,
wrap up in
whatever.
a minute. How are you doing anyway? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad. It's a bit bloody warm again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too warm.
I like it. I love it, me. I
See,
love it.
the difference is with you guys is that you're not a beaked whale and you don't look like a lobster when you get caught in the sun.
Yes, he does. Have you seen him?
Oh, okay. I thought that was Bell's makeup.
I was going to say, that's not his usual foundation, mate.
No. Well, now he's famous, you know, Steve. I thought he's put makeup on before he comes
Oh,
on.
and he just. Kid
I'm going to have to get my own assistant.
I seriously reckon between him and Bell, they're in a competition.
You might have to wait to part 2 to find out, though.
Hey, people have loved that two-parter.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, all right.
Somebody commented, I can't remember who it was now, but one of our fans commented, I've loved the two-parter. Thanks very much, or something like that.
It's because you bought more than you usually do.
Yeah.
Probably.
It was after that I was swinging his mic to Everyone Wants to Rule the World.
Anyway, let's move on.
Oh, really? Yeah, carry on.
Oh, yeah.
Right, just before we talk about films you thought would be crap, just give your take, if you've actually done your homework, just give your take on Ginger Clown.
I watched about an hour of it. I literally weren't far off the end, but
why wouldn't you just stick to the end?
It was so bad. It was terrible.
Was it that bad?
It was for me. I mean, the acting. I mean, the jock at the start.
Oh, he was terrible in.
And what about the girl? She was just as wooden.
Screamy.
Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't Tim Curry's best part, was it?
He was a voiceover man, wasn't he?
He was, but I mean, that guy's like, oh, that didn't seem human. Like, really, it was a big blooming projector of this fucking devil thing at the start. Didn't seem human, did it? Bloody hell. Proper cheesy 80s, that one. Even though it wasn't that... How old was it?
I think it was that old, 80s.
No, it was that sort of cheese, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was actually something stupid like 2014, you know.
I was just saying it's a shame that we didn't get to see more of the lead character, the Ginger Clown, and I didn't know what the purpose of the lead girl was either, because she was all over the jock, then all over the geek, and then just nothing then for about 40 minutes.
She'd do anything, mate. That's what they said.
What would you? I would give it 5 out of 10. Big Steve went 4 out of 10. What would you do?
4, definitely a 4.
4.
Yeah, no, it's not. It weren't for me, that one.
Fair enough. Okay, well, at least we've done our own work this week. So the theme was films you thought would be crap. Big Steve started us off there, so you might as well carry on.
Yeah, so I was saying to Chris, as you guys know, I've spoken to you a couple of times the last 2 weeks over how you're approaching this, because I was really struggling with the notion of why would I be going to see a crap film to start off with, you know. So I've sort of taking your lead. I sort of went with crap films that I actually enjoyed by the end of them. But, you know, I went with Rule of Engagement, Samuel L. Jackson and Tommy Lee Jones, where he's over in Yemen and he opens fire on the public, and then he's got to go through a court case. Court martial. Robert De Niro, Wesley Snipes.
The fan? Oh yeah, the fan, yeah.
Yeah. Because when you read the story on that, you're just thinking of an obsessed fan going after a sports player, like, and he gets like towards.
I've not seen that in years, to be honest.
Yeah, I watched it recently, and I forgot how good it was. Undisputed. Again, Wesley Snipes. He's a prisoner. He's a boxer that gets sent to prison and compete in the prison boxing. But that's a couple of sequels. I think there's about 5 of them now. And Scott Atkins has took over and stuff like that. The Condemned. which is Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vinnie Jones. And again, prisoners get sent to a desert island and they've got to fight 24 hours, and the winner gets set free. Doesn't sound really good, but some of the fight scenes in it and some of the actors in it are in there as well, and stuff like that. That captures you. And then you've got Dredd, Carl Urban playing Judge Dredd.
Yes.
And considering the amount of comic book films and superhero movies we've had, and then obviously the original Stallone Dredd, and then when he said they were going to reboot it, and that's what we got. And I thought that was absolutely amazing, but I never went into it with any high hopes about it at all. I just thought the dark, gritty mega city and the towers and some of the death scenes and Carl Urban, his facial expressions just underneath the mask was just worth watching it for an hour and a half. So yeah, they were the films that I thought were going to be shit, but I quite enjoyed by the end of it.
Good. No, that's good. Let's have a look at the chat, what they were coming up with. 2012, Night's Life said. So I like the those kind of films. So I do have high expectations of when it comes to like world-ending type things.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Catan says one that took me by surprise was Vantage Point.
No.
Sam says Shaft, the older one. I didn't expect that to be decent, but enjoyed it. Condemned is a sick film.
Yeah.
The remake of The Italian Job.
Yeah.
That's too American for me, that. The remake of The Italian Job.
It weren't a bad movie.
Oh, Night's Life is saying 2012 is when Ginger Clown came out.
Thank you. See, The Italian Job, from what I remember, the Edward Norton was contractually obliged to be in that movie. There is no way he didn't want to do it at all. But because they had a contract with him for another movie, and he put him in that. So he reluctantly did it. But I don't think he did any press for it afterwards either.
Shabba says Pitch Perfect. Oh, God, Shabba.
No?
Pitch Perfect. I didn't like those really.
High five. On the side.
Super cheesy. I bet Lana loves that, doesn't she?
No, she's not really a Pitch Perfect fan. She's a High School Musical fan. But she's not
Pitch Perfect.
Perfect.
Down below.
And then, Chris, what's your five? Where did you go? Thought were crap.
I'll give you some. The thing I like about this question is that I think we're all just going to have completely different answers to a change, rather than when we have a theme that says best action movies and we all come up with the same films. So the first one I've got is Salmon Fishing in the Yemen.
Okay.
Ewan McGregor.
All right, yeah.
I remember we got some free tickets to the cinema for that, and when we got them, we were like, "What the hell is this?" Salmon Fishing in the Yemen. It sounds terrible.
Is it because you're famous?
I don't know. No, it's not. This was before fame came. So yeah, it sounded terrible, that film, but actually it is brilliant. It is. If you've not watched it, you should watch Salmon Fishing in the Yemen. The worst film title of a film ever, but very entertaining, a real nice story to it. Also, I've got on a similar line to that, The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one, the second one's good as well, but the first one, I just thought, what kind of a name is that for a film? But we watched it because it had all the British, well-known sort of older actors and actresses in it, which they normally do. They normally make good films. So that is a great film, but one that I wasn't expecting to be so good. Also, The Greatest Showman. Now, I noticed that Night's Life has said that as well.
I've said The Greatest Showman. I still can't bring myself to watch it though.
Oh, you need to watch it, Big Steve.
No, I just can't bring myself to watch it.
I can't believe you haven't
Maybe,
seen it.
maybe we could sing it to you, Steve.
Maybe that's what's put me off because I've heard Chris is singing now.
Hang
so-
on, I've got some microphones around here somewhere.
Yeah. Should we do movie chats karaoke?
Yeah, why not?
No.
Let's sing songs from the movies. Yeah, the reason I said Greatest Showman really was because I don't think it was that long before that What's His Face had done Les Mis.
Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman had done Les Mis. And although it was okay, I didn't mind it. I don't like the style of Les Mis where it's all like every word in the film is sung. I can't be arsed with that. That's when it's taking musicals too far for me. So I was expecting something like that, and I'd not seen any trailers or anything for The Greatest Showman. So I was only going because Annabelle wanted to see it. But I was blown away by it. It was such a great film. Absolutely love it. Also, I've got... Now, you know I'm a big Tom Hanks fan.
Yeah.
And there was one film that came out, and it didn't really have any sort of... build up to coming out or anything. There was no big fanfare.
Captain Flips.
No.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
No. But Terminal.
Oh, of course,
Oh,
yeah.
I love that film. Yeah.
And I
Awesome
wasn't
film.
expecting it because when you read up on it and you think, oh, this guy's stuck in an airport terminal, it sounds shit. But and then you start watching it and he's got this weird accent that he's putting on and stuff. But to be honest with you, it's such a great film. It's so it's a good heartwarming film.
Isn't that based on a true event or?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
There's some underlining level of truth to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went with Terminal because I'm a Tom Hanks fan, but I wasn't expecting much from that because there was literally, I don't remember any build up to it. And the last one I've put, the fifth film on my list, was Trainspotting. When back in the 90s, and I remember it took me ages to get around to watching this just because of the name of it. And obviously...
Did you think they were sitting on a bridge at the train station catching numbers?
But what do you expect to think of what it is? Trainspotting,
It's not the most interesting title, is it?
No,
Not
but...
unless you like trains.
Today I caught the Virgin, 5 to 1.
If you really went to it to watch about trains, you'd be really disappointed, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And now, obviously, it's one of the classic 90s films ever.
The second one weren't bad either, to be fair.
No, I enjoyed the second one. It wasn't quite as gritty as the first. I like the grittiness of it.
No, but it was
Still
a
good.
sequel.
Good film in its own right.
Yeah, but again, it's a sequel 20 years after the first one, isn't it? So it's...
Yeah. Let's see what the chat have put in. I knew I'd love Marigold because of Maggie Smith. He's having a shocker with these films. Why? Why am I? Have you seen Spirit, a DreamWorks movie? I saw it.
That's the horse one.
Yeah, long
it's
time
amazing
ago.
with
Long time ago.
Brian Adams doing the soundtrack.
That's it. Yeah.
Here I am.
Jason says, when I worked in a cinema, a customer asked me what the film was about, and I just told him it was a fishing film, as I didn't have a clue what it was about. Salmon fishing in the Yemen.
It reminds me of that. Is it? Who is it? Oh, it's not Peter Kay. It's Jason Manford sketch, isn't he, where he's going on about working in the cinemas. They ring up saying, "What's this movie about? Gladiator?" And he's going, "Oh, it's you've seen. It's got wolf in it, and the speech at the end."
Yeah.
Awooga.
I've just seen Sam comment there about Law Abiding Citizen. That's the Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler one, isn't it?
Mhm.
That's an outstanding film. I do like that.
Yeah.
Does anyone else think? Yeah, I do actually, Sam. Yeah. An example of that. Didn't La La Land win a load of films?
Load
A
of
load
films
of-
awards.
Loads of awards,
Sorry, yeah, a load of awards.
Yeah,
And it was the worst film ever.
there's
it
quite a
was
few
shocking.
that are just like bait for awards, aren't they? I mean, there was a good one a year or so back, which was that Green Book. That was quite good.
Mm.
A lot of them are made for awards.
I tell you one at the top of my head now, thinking about Law Abiding Citizen. Inside Man with Clive, what's his name? Denzel Washington and Clive. Can't think of his surname now. The one from Children of Men.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But again, when you look at that, a man locks himself in the bank for 5 days during a robbery.
Clive Owen, thank you,
Clive
Jason.
Owen. So as you go down and you're watching it, and this is a bank robbery, and then how they go about. If no one's seen it, I won't ruin it for those who haven't seen it. They go much better.
This is like a spoiler without a spoiler here, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's reining it in.
I'm blocking myself from the spoiling.
Catan says super bad. I thought it would be crap, but it was funny as hell. Super bad.
Mm.
That was at a period of time when there was lots of those type of comedies coming out, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Like Road Trip and Road Trip 2, super bad.
Euro Trip.
All that kind of stuff was coming out at the same time.
The sort of tail end of American Pie, wasn't it?
Yeah. What's his name? Will Ferrell sort of hanging about in a lot of them, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And the geeky kid that's in some of those as well.
Yeah.
What time are we on? Go on, little Steve. Do you want to do your?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Do you want to do your films you thought would be crap?
Zombievers.
But it was actually good.
I did enjoy it. Now I actually
Bloody hell! Right, hang on a
I've
minute.
accepted it.
Let me just rewind and record this so that I can just say it again.
Definitely grown on me over the last few months, but
is it because I've mentioned it that many times?
Yeah, it's like ingrained in me now.
You'll be saying rubber next.
Yeah. Oh, I can't say that now. You've ruined it. I was actually going to go, and I still probably I'll go with Pitch Perfect. That was another one for me. But then I do like them sort of sing-along songs, and the mixes that they do were good. The Greatest Showman, definitely. That was a definite one. I had a couple of others as well. Jumanji, the first of the remakes. The Welcome to the Jungle, that's the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was so against that movie, absolutely so against it because of Robin Williams. But when I found out it wasn't really like a remake, I thought I'd give it a go, and I really enjoyed it. What was the other one? There was one more I had. Let's see. That was the other one. American Pie: The Wedding. That was a surprise to me. I thought they'd ran out by that point. But I really enjoyed that movie. I think I put it on par with the first one myself.
Fair enough.
I've got probably a couple more, but they were the ones I was thinking of before.
Well, if you think of any more later on, then bring them up, and we'll talk about them later. So it's time to move on to the quiz.
Oh, okay.
Let's have a reminder of the current scores. What's the scores on the board, or whatever they call it? There it is.
That 0.5 still hurts me,
That 0.5.
There's only little Steve that would have a 0.5 because he's clearly argued that point at some point during the quiz.
Give over.
He's argued for that half a point.
It's worth half a point.
So there you go. Floundering with 30 points at the moment. Hopefully Laney's got some that are tailored for me.
Oh, is it Lady?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Come on, lady.
Which 1930s film?
Right, I'm going to say, right, let's line up the VT before we get going. Here we go. Guess who's back?
Hey,
Back
here she
again.
is.
It is.
Laney's back.
I don't do easy quizzes. You should know by now.
Yeah.
This is better be at my level, Laney. I tell you, I'm going to kick off otherwise.
You know,
I'd take that as a no.
Thank you anyway, Laney, for coming
I
back
really
on
appreciate it.
to
No bother.
reprise your previous roles as quizmaster.
No problem. Not a
Good,
problem.
nice one. So, Big Steve currently leading on 43, and I'm floundering on 30. So,
Yeah, it's definitely a fix.
so how's the quiz going to go tonight, Laney?
My way.
I've got 4 rounds of 5, basically. So that's what I've done.
So that's 20, yeah?
20
Yeah.
questions, yeah.
Are we going to take them one at a time and show our answers, or how do you want to do it?
Just as we did before, where you just all write them down, I'll read out the quiz, you question, you write them all down, and then as soon as you've all got an answer, kind of show. And
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah.
Just make sure Steve's not cheating.
Right, I'm going to. We're all going to turn our chat window off.
Right, I'll
Steve,
mark
make sure
the
you
chat.
turn your chat window
Are you-
off, Steve.
Are you marking yourselves, and I'll mark the chat.
Okay.
And we're-
Right, we'll go on
see how
private
they
chat.
do.
Laney's in charge of the chat now.
Yeah.
Did it over.
All right then. So we'll start with round 1, which is last lines. Basically, I'm going to give you the last line of a movie, film, whichever way you want to call it. And then you're going to write whatever film that is,
Oh, this is different.
obviously. So the first one is, you met me at a very strange time in my life.
That's the last line in the film.
That is last line in the film.
You met me at a strange time in my
A
life.
very strange time.
A
in my
very
life.
strange time.
Yes. As soon as you all
Bloody
look
hell.
really troubled, I'll tell you that it was from the 90s, and I know you've all seen it.
From the 90s.
I definitely believe you've all seen it, yes.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
I'm just pure guessing this one. This is going well.
Well,
Tough start, this, Laney.
sorry.
Go on, I've had a guess at it. I don't know.
Took a shot.
The chat's got it anyway. Well, Richard Nightlife has got it.
Cool, see,
He would. He's probably got the
bloody-
prop from it. He's probably
Yeah,
got.
he's sold something down the line, hasn't he?
So what have you gone with?
Oh, are we doing it now? I've gone Fight Club.
Love Actually.
It is Fight Club.
Oh, bastard. How have you even got that? He's got the chat open, hasn't he?
How's he?
Because I'm
I
just
can see
thinking.
the reflection in your eyeballs.
Yeah, through my eyes, yeah.
How have you got that? Ah,
Lana's there with the cardboard like that
because
with
it's
the
a bit of a
answers.
twisted ending, isn't it? And he's explaining everything that's happened beforehand at the end.
Not buying it. Not buying it.
Anyway, number 2 is why she wouldn't even harm a fly. And I'll give you the decade. It was the 60s, this film.
oh shit.
It's not the fly by any chance, is it?
No, because that's too early for the... It's from the 60s, this film.
Hang on.
Very, very well-known film from the
Yes.
60s.
You probably went to cinema to see it when it came out, Chris.
I'm just having a pure guess on that one again.
It was early 60s.
Say the line again for me.
I'll have to go back 1 second. Why she wouldn't even harm a fly. I think it's because in the way it's said as well. Is it when I just see it like?
Yeah,
It
I
makes
know what
it
you mean.
sound totally different. Ali has got that in the chat.
Well done, Ali.
She wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm trying to think of just one 60s film that I can come up with.
I'm not mentioning any because Lana tells me off for giving you the answers.
Right, gents, are we gonna give it a
Yeah.
shout?
Anyone?
I
I've
can't
gone
get
with
that.
Wizard of Oz.
I was going to go with Wizard of Oz or Mary Poppins, and I've gone with Mary Poppins.
Anything, Chris?
No, nothing from me.
It was Psycho.
Oh,
Oh,
Ah,
bloody hell.
Rainy.
Sorry.
Should have had that.
All right. Number 3 is Kevin. What did you do to my room?
Ah, got it.
yeah, I know that one.
You ready, Chris?
Let's wait. Are you ready, Lainey?
Chris,
Yeah.
what,
If you've
What
all
are
got
you
an
now?
answer.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yep. All around.
Yay!
Woohoo!
And Jason was first in the chat.
1 out of 20 is not bad, is it, Chris?
Uh,
All right. Next one is number 4. Hang on, lads. I've got a great idea.
oh, I know this one as well.
Yeah.
This is late 60s.
Yeah.
I didn't give
got
you
it.
the clue on the last one because you all just knew it, didn't you?
No, don't give any clues on this one.
No. Considering you just bought something.
You knobhead. You absolute knob.
I was going to write that anyway.
No, you wasn't.
Bollocks.
I was.
Oh,
Again, that was Jason.
It's
in the chat.
Italian job.
Yep.
I
All
was going
right.
to write that anyway.
Bloody hell, these two are cahoots.
I've got to catch you up somehow, Steve. I've got to help the community every now and then, you know.
And the last one.
He's
in
not
this
giving you any
series-
more discount, mate.
I know. Well, that was quite clear after this week's conversation, wasn't it? Really?
Go on.
So the last one in this round is I'll be right here.
Oh, I'm going.
I'll be right here.
Yeah, got it.
Give us a clue.
No,
No, just because you've written something down.
don't you
80s.
dare, Steve.
It's 80s.
80s. I'll be right here.
I don't know it. I'll be
Before
right
you say the
I'm going to
answer.
have a stab in the dark at this one.
Right, don't say the answer.
Jason's got it again.
Don't say the answer.
All right.
right here.
Right, are we ready?
I'm having a stab in the dark.
Whoa, hang on, just because I don't. Oh, there you go. Cheers, Steve. Thank you. Easy.
You
Yeah.
cheat.
Steve, I'd have had a point up on him then.
It's all right. He needs the help, mate.
right.
How did you get that? Was easy. I'll be right here.
It's one of the most famous
'Cause he's-
lines out of it.
Isn't he like holding his hand or something?
No, he points
I'll
to
be
his heart.
right here.
Points to his
Oh,
heart.
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on to round 2, which is just
Round 2.
questions, as it were. So question number 1 is Penny Marshall was the first female director to smash $100 million at the box office with a film that starred Tom Hanks. Which film was it?
What did you say, Scott? Penny Marshall?
Aye, she was the director. So my guess is to, if you don't know, pick a Tom Hanks film.
Yeah,
I don't know any.
that would help. Considering that's in the question, Lainey.
So no, I'm not sure if that's a.
Ali's got that first in the chat. Well done to you.
I'm only going with this one because it's been brought up recently that
Yeah.
we're looking at redoing it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I've gone with Big.
I've gone with Captain Phillips.
And it's big.
Oh.
I was going to put Big as well.
Because they were talking about remaking it, but they can't remake a film about a 13-year-old boy who sleeps with an adult woman and gets away with it.
Yeah. Apparently Big was released on this day.
No way.
Yeah. According to Ali in the chat, I haven't got any knowledge of stuff like that, me, so well done.
That
Okay.
means you've been Googling that.
Well,
Ali.
Actually,
Okay.
didn't someone put that in the group? The photo of them on the dancing piano.
Mm.
I'm sure I've seen that today on the group.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Question number 2 is, what is the #1 most inspirational film according to the American Film Institute?
Inspirational.
Oh God. I'm proper have a guess of this one.
Yeah, just have a guess.
I mean, I could give you the clue, like,
Is it an American film?
Don't.
Yeah.
That's not the guess.
Is it an
it's
American history film?
it's an old film.
Right. I'm gonna stick with what I've got. I
That's the
think.
clue.
Not this then.
Ali's got it in the chat.
It's not
Is it a
Titanic.
Christmas film?
God's sake.
Um,
It's inspirational.
I've just gone with American History X, and I know that's not a very inspirational film at all.
Citizen Kane.
I think I know what she's going to say, but I've put down Rocky.
It's A Wonderful Life.
I knew
Oh.
it. I knew it. Told you, didn't I? Christmas
Isn't
film.
it? I kind of heard you say, is it a Christmas film? And I went, didn't sort of pick on.
Oh,
I would have changed my guess then.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So question number 3. Which Hollywood actress played the young Wendy in the 1991 film Hook? Or Hook?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, bloody hell.
don't know it for sure, but I'm having a guess.
So she was,
Wendy.
yeah. Well, I was going to say she is a famous Hollywood actress. Like, you know, went on to do lots and lots of things. And I think it was only out of her second film at the time when she did it.
Hold on a sec. Let me have a think.
Just have a guess, Steve.
Have a guess.
Just have a guess.
Yeah, have a
Write
guess.
down the name.
It's when Robin Williams is reminiscing, isn't he, about like.
Oh, I know the scene.
Mm,
I know the scene because they're doing the play, aren't they? Oh no, it's not. It's the other one.
hey, Junie.
Wendy Moira Darling. She called. I can't think of it.
Come on.
I've just gone with Kirsten Dunst.
No, I'm going to leave it because I can't get that
What
one.
have you got, Chris?
I put Julia Roberts.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow, Julia Roberts.
Robert,
Well,
think about
Tinkerbell.
Bastard. I think I get half a point for that.
why, because she was in the film.
What she was in the
Yeah,
film.
exactly. This is what little Steve would be
I'm sure
saying
that-
right
See,
now.
I put Robin Williams down. Does that count?
Well done to Junie. She got that in the chat.
Well done,
Um,
Junie.
All right. Question
Go
4.
back and watch Up again because I can't remember
I
Gwyneth
love that
Paltrow
film.
being in that.
Absolutely love it.
I think she was like, she must have been about 16 or something when she played it. 16.
Got me
15, 16.
Peter Pan, if you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very nice. Does that wash off when you're in the bath? Do you need to do it again?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Get your colourings out. All right. Question 4.
Mr. Covered in
Including-
Transformers. Carry on.
Including the 2018 film, how many versions of A Star is Born are there?
Oh,
Oh.
I've heard this mentioned before,
yeah.
including the 2018.
That was one that I thought was a big crap, and it was good.
Yeah, true.
That was really good.
We have a pure guess on this one, I think.
Ali's got that in the chat.
Bloody hell, Ali. Jesus.
I reckon it's probably more, but I'll go with that.
Ready?
3.
Oh,
It is
6.
4.
Oh,
Why does he always get it? Why does he always get it right?
The 1937 original, the 1954 remake, and the 1976 adaptation starring Barbara Streisand. I think the
Barbara
remake in
Streisand.
54 had Judy Garland in, and then the 2018 version with Lady Gaga. There you go.
it's just pure pot luck with that one, Chris, to be honest. I know it was quite a high figure because they would keep this when it came out. Bradley Cooper said, "I can't believe we're remaking a remake of a remake of a remake."
yeah.
Yeah.
California girl.
Okay, so the last one in this round is question 5. Which 1997 film stars Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, and John Malkovich?
Nothing makes me sad.
No clues. No clues. I'm doing this little Steve now. No clues. I've written something down.
Jason's got that in the chat. So if you would, he's got them first.
Right, I've got it. Connor.
Conair. Yep, everybody. Conair. Correct.
Oh,
Can you name them? The characters.
Never
John
seen
Malkovich, John Malkovich was Cyrus the Virus.
yeah,
Cameron Poe, Nicolas Cage,
yeah.
and Agent Larkin
Larkin, yeah.
was John Cusack.
Yes.
You don't get any extra points for that, Steve.
So
unfortunately.
I'll get 0.5 for all of that, no.
No. You get points deducted for being a knob.
Where'd you go with that one then, Steve?
Yeah.
All right. So
Well, that's
round
what
3.
we find out, Steve.
So basically, round 3 is taglines. I'm going to give you the tagline of a film. You're going to tell us what film it is. Basics. That is the basics of it.
The tagline, okay.
The tagline. So, number 1 is, if you only see one movie this year, you need to get out more often. That was the tagline of the film.
If you only see one movie this year,
You need to get out more often.
1 sec.
Yeah. 1 sec while he goes off to look at his film collection.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just putting my charger in instead, actually.
If you only see one
One
film,
movie this year, you need to get out more often.
It sounds like a Wayne's Brothers one, so I've gone with that.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, it sounds like something they would do, so I've just gone with Scary Movie.
I've gone with Goonies.
It is Naked Gun.
Oh.
I would never have got that.
Yeah, I say that like I would have known, but I love Naked Gun movies.
All right, number 2 is, for Harry and Lloyd, every day is a no-brainer.
Harry and Lloyd.
So for Harry and Lloyd, every day is a no-brainer.
Oh.
I'd love it if
My
Lyle
hand
was on
could
the
just
side.
reach there. Just slap him.
Shabba got that first in the chat.
Ready?
Shabba rank.
You got an answer?
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumber.
Yep.
I
It is
thought
correct.
he'd
He
lost
didn't
that.
even have that, and then he's obviously Googled it on his phone while his head was down.
I'm on my fucking phone. I can't.
You say hi to Lana for us.
Yeah, as she's passing the post.
Tell you what, would not surprise me.
Felt like you and Belle when we did the Christmas quiz. Or whatever it was.
Let it go, Steve.
All right. Number 3 is you'll never go in the water again.
Okay.
Got it.
Ali will get this one.
Jaws.
Jaws.
Yep. Jaws for everyone.
Well, I've
The
already
chat
doubled my
is
score
called,
from
yes.
round 2.
You what? What did you
Already
say?
doubled my score from round 2.
Ah,
Me too.
I think that was David in the chat. Yeah, David Resell's got that first in the chat.
Well done, David.
Okay. The last one in this, isn't it? Am I on the last
No,
one?
4 this is.
4. Sorry. I just put that down and couldn't see. Yeah. His story will touch you even though he can't.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
I think it's that.
His story will touch you.
Even though he can't.
Oh, that's fairly recent, isn't it? Oh God, what's it called?
I don't think it's recent if it's what I'm thinking of.
You're not.
No.
Bloody hell,
No, it's not Jimmy Savile. Thank you, people.
I was waiting for somebody
Jimmy
to say.
Savile, the
something like that.
autobiography.
You would play Jimmy Savile if you did a film on him. Would you have Kevin Spacey play Jimmy Savile?
Oh.
I've
Now
gone
then,
with
now then.
Well done, Junie. Junie's
What have you
very
got? I've
good.
got nothing.
No,
Casper.
It's Edward Scissorhands.
Oh,
Oh.
no. I was thinking of that one where they couldn't touch each other. That film,
Oh, it's on Netflix, I think. They had some
Oh.
sort of.
like a romantic love story
Yeah, I
thing.
think I remember. I don't know what it's called, but I know what
No.
you mean.
Life in Your Stars or
That's
something
it.
like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one with the fellow from Ender's Game in it. What's his name? Yeah, I know which one you mean.
Don't matter.
Edward
Right.
Scissorhands. Fucking hell, I went with Casper because he's a ghost.
Okay, so the last one is nice planet. We'll take it.
Well, it could be a couple in my head here at the minute. I'm going to go with this one.
Yeah,
But I hope it's not the other one.
I've gone with one that I'm thinking.
Gary Gochaz has got that in the chat.
I'm thinking Jack Nicholson plays about 15 different people in it.
Right, should we go with it?
Here we go.
Mars
Mars
Attacks.
Yep, there's Mars Attacks. All of you got it.
Yeah, that's not so bad. I got 3 in that round.
Well, yeah, I did the same as Big Steve.
Hey, we just could have matched it for the rest of the weeks we've been doing this.
Catching up.
All right, so the last round I've done a guess the year again. So
All right.
guess the year the film came out, and obviously there's a bit of an option of getting some extra points, hopefully. So if basically you get the right decade, you get a point. If you were a year out either side, you get 2 points, and if obviously you're totally right, you get 3 points.
Right,
So-
cool.
Nearly always works against me.
This is where Steve does it again, isn't it?
3 points, 3 points, 3 points.
So
That could, you know.
Come on.
Go on.
So the first film is Taxi Driver. What year did Taxi Driver come out?
Taxi Driver.
Okay.
Oh,
I've wrote something down. I think I'll go for a point on this one.
Yeah, I'll go with. Hang on.
wait, he's not done his yet.
Right, I think I'm going to guess with that.
1978.
1978.
Right, so 80, you're in the wrong decade. It was 1976.
Oh.
Point for us.
So you both get a point.
Do you know
Why
what?
did he
I
get a
actually
point?
I scrubbed out 1976 and all.
Are you joking?
Do you mean you just put like a little loop on it, 6 to make it an 8?
So
No, I scrubbed it out in 1976, 1978.
Peter, who's the monkey thrifter, he was first in the chat for that.
Well done, Peter.
Right, so the next one is The Social Network.
Ooh.
Ooh, now this could be. Yeah, I'm think I'm too.
Wait.
Right. No, I want to change that again and watch me screw this one up. Right.
2009.
2014.
Channel Nem's correct first in the chat. It was 2010. So
I swear to Christ.
you get 2 points though,
2010.
Steve, because you were only a year out.
Me, 2 points.
Yeah. You were only a year out, despite the fact that you were in the wrong decade.
In the wrong
Hang
decade.
on a second, so
Year out.
So I'm in the right decade, so I get a point.
Yeah.
But he was 4 years of difference than me.
Mate, I've just
That's not right.
crossed out 1976 and 2010.
Which you get 19.
Oh, that's your fault.
One for the
76
social.
for Taxi Driver.
Trust your instincts.
2010.
Yeah, just go with it. You know.
I will do the next one. Oh,
Okay. So Neil got that in the chat first. I don't know if I said.
well done.
The next one is I Am Legend.
Mm.
It's so weird when you're trying to think of this because you try and think of an association that you might have with it. You know what I mean? Like
Right, okay.
but sometimes it's so hard.
I'm trying to go when the original Batman versus Superman movie was
The advert on the
on
thing.
the billboard.
It's the actual advert as well, what it used.
Yeah.
Ian Vintage just got that right in the chat.
Right, I'm
So
going
what have you gone with?
2002.
2007.
Oh,
I get 2 points.
Chris, you get 2 points for that one, Chris, because you were
Yes.
I
get
get
2 as well.
one because I'm in the right decade.
Catching him up here. I like these ones.
Right. And then the next one is The Fly.
Which one? Because there was 2.
The first one. The
first
one
one.
with Jeff Goldblum there. Was he in both?
Yeah.
No,
well,
there
no, it
was
wasn't. It was a
the
kid in the
original
second
one before that.
There's an
wasn't there?
original one, yeah.
Oh, like old one. So the one with Jeff Goldblum anyway.
The one with
like,
Jeff Goldblum.
like just The Fly. Yeah.
I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
These, by the way, these are UK release dates because some of them were different in America and here. Like, so I just went with UK release dates. And
Nice one. Thank you. Right. What did you get, guys?
83.
88.
85.
Oh, I get 2 points. Oh, no, I don't. Shit, I
No,
don't get
no,
one.
wait a minute.
I
It's,
did
80, it's 87. I'm lying. I read the wrong thing there.
Ah, so 80.
So is the next one 85?
No,
No,
So it's 88, so I get 2
not
points.
the one.
Woo.
Yes, it's 87. Sorry,
So
brain.
how did you get, Steve?
83. I only got 1 point.
How many did you get, Chris?
1.
Jason got that in the chat.
Well done, Jason.
Okay. So the last one is Apollo 13.
Oh, yeah, I've gone with that. There we go.
I'll go with that.
Come on, Chris, it can't be hard to write 4 numbers down.
Okay.
I think it was
96.
91.
1995.
Oh,
95. That's where I got the 5 from. The end.
yeah. I didn't think it was 95 because you had like Gladiator and Braveheart and stuff like that out the same year. I thought it was the year after.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
Shabba got that first in the chat.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So I ended up with 14, mate.
So that's it. That's the last.
3,
Thank you
4.
very much. That was awesome.
While you add that up, I'll just read out what the chat did, if that's all right. So,
Yeah, go on.
so Neil, Ian, the Monkey Thrifties, Peter, Go Jazus, Gary, David Resells, Shabba, and Richard Nightside all got 1 point. Then Shabba and Junie got 2 points. Ali got 4, but the winner out the chat was Jason with 5.
Oh, well
I
done.
got 7 in that last round, and I got 17 overall.
I got 14.
Well done.
Chris, how many did you get, mate?
11.
Save for another week.
I think Chris has been relegated before the middle of the season. I don't think there's any way of coming back from this.
Oh, I'm looking for a points deduction.
No, we're going to have a quiz in a couple of weeks where it's 10 points per answer.
And you'll be screwed if I get them all.
Well, I've got nothing to lose, have I?
You should do like a specialist round where you get like more points.
Hang on, no, because the last couple of weeks he's got all the Back to the Future questions wrong.
Well, that
That's
might
when
work.
wrong, lady. not
Right,
a one.
Big Steve's on 60, Little Steve's on 49.5, and I'm on 41.
I need another question where I get half on it.
You need to get rid of that half. It's getting on right on my nerves. Oh, thanks, Lainey. That was a good quiz. I
That was
enjoyed
really
it.
good.
Good one. I enjoyed doing it.
It was marginally easier than the last one.
Marginally.
I think I got one more question right.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
Well,
The thing is, at the end of the day, when you're setting these questions, you haven't got a clue if we're going to know the answers to them or not.
It's progress.
and this time, Chris, there was no Transformers questions because you opened up with what planet did Transformers come from last time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
I just like to change it up. Sometimes I try and do different things within it. So, like, obviously, did the taglines and the.
yeah, it was good. I like those.
That was interesting, the taglines, because you forget, don't you, that they've got them on the bottom of the adverts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And they're usually on the boxes as well, aren't they? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Now, Lainey, you can stay on with us if you like, or you can go off and do whatever you like, but you
Yeah,
more
don't
than
mind
welcome to
staying.
stay on.
I don't mind staying.
Okay, cool.
Brilliant.
So have you got any films that you thought were crap and that you really enjoyed?
Good question.
Well, it's not that I thought. I'm going to say Fight Club, and I know this is sounds thingy, but it's probably because I didn't think it'd be something that I would like, and a couple of friends were like, "Oh, you've got to watch it. It's brilliant, blah blah." And I was like, and I was kind of just thinking, "Oh, it's going to be a fight in a club," and I'm not really a fan of Brad Pitt, you know. So I'm thinking
Fight
I'm
in
not
a
going to
club.
like it. Yeah, Fight in a Club, because that's Fight Club. That's the title.
That's a bit like that's a bit like the train spotting.
Exactly, train and you spot them totally. So I kind of thought, oh, I'm not going to like this, but absolutely, I thought it was genius. I thought it was amazing. Not what I expected at all. Thought it was absolutely brilliant.
I haven't watched that for a long time, Fight Club.
Brilliant.
I
film.
can't even remember how it goes.
I'll tell you what, another one was that Shazam. I've just seen on my shelf.
I enjoyed that.
It's all right. Mhm.
It's okay, yeah. Not bad actually for a superhero thing.
No, I enjoyed it.
But then
Um,
again, if you know the source material, you know it was going to be all right. You know, just going to be funny and ridiculous, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
is Shazam, is it DC?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it like DC's answer to Deadpool?
I don't know,
No.
maybe.
No.
No, sorry.
Deadpool's like a comedic character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the end of that then. Shazam. Right, what we need to do is we've got to do our Netflix recommendations. So
lost mine. Where'd mine go? Oh, there it is.
we'll start off with this one. And
So I get the first one.
It's over to little Steve.
This is actually fresh in my mind, to be honest with you, because I only watched it yesterday.
You
Okay.
mentioned actually in our chat that
Yeah.
you'd watched something.
Yeah, I was struggling, and then I watched this, and that was it. It's a movie called Ma, M-A on Netflix. Ma,
M.A.
yeah, Ma.
Mike Alpha. It's like
Oh.
Matt, isn't it?
Yes, I
It's
know
not
what you mean.
the old
Yes.
black woman.
The black one. Yes, so it's a
That's it,
2009 movie. I think it says
Yeah.
on there that it's a horror thriller. But basically, she has a basement that she's a bit of a loner in the town. She has a basement where she invites all the kids to come and party so that she can party with them. But it's not even remotely suspenseful, and it's definitely not a thriller or a horror. It's terrible, absolutely terrible. There's a couple of the kids in it. I said earlier on about that ginger clown thing, but these were proper wooden actresses as well. It's just a terrible movie. I know I like her as an actress, but in this she was not very good at all. But it's not a massively long film. But yeah, I don't know. I'd never heard of it until I saw that, but it came out in 2019 apparently.
I don't think it did very well, did it?
The thing is that I had expected Netflix to sort of pick up the ones that had done pretty well, but it was bad. It was just bad. I don't know where they thought the thriller was part of that, or the horror for that matter either.
It is a bad film, isn't it? I've seen it. I think we actually saw it at the cinema a while back when it first
Really?
came out. I'm sure we saw it at the cinema. It was pretty bad.
She's a really good actress and all, and it's the kids really though. To be fair, they're just terrible. But they even the death scenes in it, they're not great. Definitely not classed as a horror anyway.
So it's
No.
not one for me then. No.
I wouldn't, mate. Honestly, I wouldn't waste your time with it.
Right. Thanks for that, little Steve. So
Sorry,
avoid
guys,
Ma
it's
if you
vague, but it was terrible.
don't want to waste 2 hours of your life or an hour and 39 minutes.
That's the one.
Just while I've just seen Kathy in the chat. Kathy, I did see your message this morning on eBay. She sent me a message, but I can't reply to it because it's not eBay related. And if I start talking about the answers to your question, they might get suspicious. So send me a message on Instagram, Kathy. Send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. So let's move on.
It's on the movie club, is it?
Sorry? I know, yeah. Sorry, I don't like people thinking that I'm being rude by ignoring, but I couldn't answer the
Because
message.
he's famous now, Kathy.
Yeah, you've got to wait to part 2, Kathy, to get your answers.
I couldn't answer it. Let's have a look. See what we can do next. Right. Okay, we might as well do this one.
See the way he sold that one then? I might as well do this then.
I might as well do this now, yeah, because you
Well, I thought I'd leave the best till last, innit?
yeah. Why, what topics Lane you got?
Right, go on then, Steve. What's your series?
Okay, so I picked Jupiter's Legacy
Oh,
on Netflix. It's a relatively unknown comic series. done by Miller's Comics and Image Comics. So they've done one series about this. It's about superheroes that have got the powers, and it's how their kids who have inherited the powers deal with living up to the parents' expectations and legacy and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So you've got a young superhero who's trying to live up to his dad, and you've got like a junkie daughter who's got superpowers that just wants nothing to do with him. Stuff like that. It's a bit drawn out in the middle of the series because they actually changed showrunners and writers for the screenplays during mid-season. Unfortunately, Netflix announced yesterday they're cancelling season 2. Not going to make it, so they leave it on a particular point, thinking they're going to do it. They've cancelled it for now, but they're going to do another series based on the same comic universe about how the supervillains, what the supervillains were doing during the time that you were watching the superheroes, and they might come back to do season 2 of this after they've done that.
So is it cancelled or is it just sort of delayed, put on hold?
Netflix said it's cancelled, but Miller and Image Comics said that they'll look at doing a second season on a different platform.
Right. That makes
So
sense.
yeah, so Jupiter's Legacy is the one about the superheroes, and Super Crooks is coming to Netflix next year. They're filming it now, and that's how the supervillains got their powers and what they're doing during this time. So it's really, really good. I actually enjoyed it, and it's not a comic line that I knew before Netflix, but I've downloaded some of it online, so I've started reading through.
Fair enough.
That's isn't that annoying though that just after one season they're cancelling it?
Well,
Well,
it only came on Netflix on the 7th of May, so it's only been on 4 weeks.
And they
Right.
cancelled
And
Swamp
they
Thing
decided
as well.
based on the views of that 4 weeks to not progressing the second season.
That was the same with Swamp Thing though, wasn't it?
Yeah, Swamp Thing got 7 episodes in, didn't it? And CW cancelled it, yeah.
What a shame. Well, I've not seen it because I'm not like a big superhero sort of series sort of fan, but I'm surprised Annabelle hasn't watched that.
Yeah, Belle would like it to be honest. So would you, because it's not like your Marvel DC
No.
stuff. It starts off like quite early America during like the crash of the financial markets and stuff like that, and then it develops onto other stuff. And like I say, the pace is slightly out because it goes to the past, to the future, to present day. But that's just because we changed the writers mid-season. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Okay. Right. So Jupiter's Legacy, even though there's only one season of it at the moment. Okay. We might as well do the last one, the best to last. Best one. I wonder what I'm going to choose on this.
Yeah, I know.
I proper cut him off then, didn't I?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I get used to it by now, mate. I was just replying to Kath, just saying to Kath, because Kath said she finished watching it last night, and now I've told her it's cancelled. She's been left hanging.
You've just really ruined the night.
Yeah, that's it now, yeah.
Let me just bring up my movie of the week. I shut down my Netflix by accident. Just to give me a second.
No, you fool.
Oh, it's annoying. Hang on a second.
Why don't you just tell us what it is?
No, because it's
the visual aid that he needs.
It's a visual aid. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Old age.
All right, here we go. This is going to divide you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Come on. You know what it's going to be.
See Back to the Future.
Zombievers.
Oh, here we go. How many are dead?
Right. Seriously, right. Hear me out. Right. Do not take this film seriously. But it is a lot of fun. Right. So all you got to do is think zombie film, heist movie, throw them together, and what have you got? Army of the Dead. Right. It is. I really enjoyed it. I give it 8 out of 10. it might have had more than 8 out of 10 if the special effects would have been a little bit better. They were a little bit the obvious special effects, and it's 2 hours and 30 minutes long.
So
I'm surprised you got through it.
did you read my review on the group, Chris?
Yes.
Did you pick up some of the points I noted on there?
I can't remember what he said, but I did
He
agree
went
with a
on
lot
for
of it.
ages, Chris. He went on, mate.
That the zombies are obviously an alien experiment because of the 2 UFOs at the beginning of Area 51.
See, I clocked the Area 51 thing, but it didn't follow through in my brain.
Not all the zombies are actually zombies. There were some metallic ones there as well, which they didn't really answer that. Did you know? Did you see the bit where they were in the casino? And
A lot
Dave
of it was in the
Bautista,
casino.
yeah, but Dave Bautista shoots one of them, and one of the faces come off, and he's like a metallic. He looked like a Terminator underneath.
I don't remember that.
And
Yeah,
there
it does.
was the tattoo on what's the black character called? Begins with an L.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He had an Omega symbol tattooed on his chest, didn't he? Now that's his actual tattoo, but he was fighting the Alpha and he's got bitten by the Alpha. So there was like an Alpha and Omega fight.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna think it up for a second movie. That.
Yeah, they're setting it all, but there's loads of little bits in there that obviously setting it up. Like say you didn't see Lily die, did you? And they've come out saying one of the characters has survived. So you know that the black fella survived, but it must be Lily because you don't actually see her die.
Nope. Did you watch the making of?
I've not yet. It's on my thing to watch. I'm going to watch
That
it.
was actually really quite good, to be honest.
Oh, good. I will watch that. But I enjoyed the film for what it was. I know some people are saying it was terrible and the characters are wooden, but it's Army of the Dead. It's Vegas lockdown, zombie apocalypse type thing, heist movie. It's ridiculous, but I enjoyed it for a bit of fun.
This is what I'm saying. Is the more I sort of thought about it, the more you have to appreciate it for what it was.
Exactly, yeah.
Because the zombie genre has been done to death anyway.
Yeah, so it was something a bit different, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it wasn't the best movie ever, but it was okay. It was good.
Well, the actress that plays the helicopter pilot, that's in it. She's in Star Trek Discovery, and she was telling us because she's currently filming season 4 of Star Trek Discovery, and she was saying on that one she's had to be computer generated and put into some of the scenes because she's refusing to go to set because of COVID. And that's what she's doing for the Army of Dead. The Army of Dead. There was some of them where it looked a bit blocky, you know, when they were coming through the containers and stuff as they were entering Vegas. She's not there. She's actually been put in post-edit.
Oh. See, Night's Life gives it 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that's because he's got half the stock.
Typical Hayden movie. It is actually. It is made for me, that film. I love that kind of film. But it is over 2 hours, so definitely. Spoiler alert, yeah. Lainey, have you got Netflix?
Yeah. I haven't watched anything for a while, though. Like,
you not watched anything?
I mean,
Have you got any recommendations for us?
The Umbrella Academy, I really enjoy.
Annabelle's watched that. I've not watched it.
Bridget and I enjoyed. What else have I watched on there? Trying to think. You know, when you just can't think of things all of a sudden.
When you put on the spotlight through
I did put in the spot with no preparation. So
The Queen's Gambit, when that was out, I watched.
Oh, that was so good that
really
we totally binged that. The Queen's. I did not. That's something that I did not expect to enjoy, but I don't know. It draws you in.
See him because I didn't expect to like you know, someone playing chess, but
I don't even know how to play chess. It's like I haven't got a clue.
I still don't know what's that. I'm the expert now. Yeah, the second series should be soon.
Coming back soon, according to Kathy.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter liked Army of the Dead. It was just pure fun. It is what it exactly. Yeah, exactly. The Woman in the Window. I keep meaning to watch that.
I've seen that was on there.
Do you know what's out next Wednesday on Disney Plus?
Oh, go on. Is it Loki?
Yeah, and do you know why it's out on a Wednesday and not a Friday like the other two series?
Because they couldn't wait.
No, because what's Wednesday in Norse? I'm testing your Norse mythology here.
It's a Friday.
Wednesday's Odin's Day.
No way.
So that's why they've moved it from a Friday to a Wednesday. They didn't want to release it on a Thursday because Thursday's Thor's Day, isn't it? So they thought that might be a bit like too close to the mark. So they've released that on Wednesday. So Loki starts on Wednesday on Disney Plus. So catch up on that because that's got big tie-ins to Doctor Strange too.
I'll give that a pass. The Marvel stuff doesn't excite me that much unless it's like Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Was that a film that you expected to be good?
No, actually, no. It surprised me, that one. Lana says, "You nerd."
She loves me, really.
Me too. I'm assuming Tori means she'll give it a miss as well. I'm not sure.
Oh, come on, Tori.
Jason put in there because who shared? Was it you, Steve? Or I don't know. Actually, someone's shared the trailer for the film Old.
No,
it wasn't you, Steve. Big Steve.
No.
I think. Well, Jason's put in that it's older, but I think it's called Old. But I watched the trailer for it. It's in the group. Somebody shared it, and it might have actually been Jason. I don't know. Yeah, it's a typical, looks like a typical weird film that M. Night Shyamalan, or whatever his name is.
M. Night Shyamalan.
He makes some weird films, but these people go down onto this beach. I'm not sure if they're like on holiday or something.
Yes.
They go down onto the beach and then they all start aging, like really quickly. And they can't get off the beach.
What did I say? Was that on a Amazon trailer? I think.
Not sure.
They're like a 6-year-old, and they come out and they're like 16, and then they come out again and she's pregnant or something.
Yeah,
it looks interesting. Oh, Dave! It was Dave that shared it.
Nice one, Dave.
Yeah, definitely looks an interesting one. That Bounty Hunter said, "Just watched Mighty Ducks Game Changers, the series on Disney Plus."
Yeah, that finished. Season 1 finished on Friday. Of Game Changers.
Was it any good?
Yeah, it was worth a watch. Left
it well alone.
No, they haven't though. That's the thing. You know, Bombay's in it, and the original Ducks come back for a cameo in a couple of episodes, and
Have they literally tried to do what the Karate Kid did, basically with Cobra Kai?
Is it flashbacks and stuff?
No, they've practically remade the first Mighty Ducks movie in a 10-episode series. You know, where a bunch of nobodies become the Mighty Ducks by the end of the 10 episodes.
Yeah.
But it's worth a watch. And the other one that's on there at the moment that I'm watching on Disney Plus is the Bad Batch, the new Star Wars series.
Okay.
So about a bunch of clone troopers after all the Yeah.
Lainey, have you got any other have you got any films that you thought were going to be rubbish but ended up being really good?
The Commuter, which
Liam Neeson.
That was all right, that wasn't it?
I really enjoyed that. It was much better than I expected it to be, and I think I watched Cold Pursuit as well, being hopeful, and it didn't quite hit as well.
It kind of fell flat, that didn't it?
Yeah.
And I thought it was like your typical Liam Neeson granddad action hero movie now.
But it seems to be his thing now, isn't it? He becomes some sort of vigilante that just has all these skills. You know what I mean? Apparently, a particular set of skills, I think it is. But yeah, It just seems to have it in everything now. It's like
You really don't want to be part of his family in any movie, do you?
yeah,
Yeah, you've
Play
had
the
it. haven't you?
daughter. No,
you
no.
got it.
I play the coffee drinker number 2.
You need to stick with the Bad Batch because it's getting to the point now where things are starting to happen. You know, the first couple of episodes were quite slow, but it's getting good now.
Catan says false positive looks good. Pierce Brosnan. Not heard of that. That new one coming out.
I haven't seen Pierce Brosnan in anything for a good one.
Right, let's do the theme for next week, and it is going to be next week, our next show. Actually, I know it's meant to be bi-weekly, but what we're going to do is we're going to be on next week because I can't do the week after. So we've pulled it forward. We'll have one next week, and then we'll carry on bi-weekly after that. So we will be on this time next week. So let's have a look at the wheel of names. Let's share the screen. Somebody mentioned before about maybe we should do films you thought would be good but were crap.
Yeah.
No,
Do
we
the
can put
opposite.
all day on that.
Yeah.
Matt, should we stick it on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Half the stuff that you recommend, Chris, will be on that.
Films you thought would be good. Let me just save that, otherwise it won't stay on. Subject.
I know it's mentioned. It's I know Tori's doing our little daily quiz things, but Ali's done a really good job this week.
Oh yes, she has. And now we've got Dave doing his reverse theme tunes.
Oh God,
have you seen it?
I haven't had a chance to look at it today because I've been at work, but I'll have.
Oh, bloody hell, you sent me about 100 messages today. You couldn't have been that busy.
Hang on, no, that was you pestering me. I'm listing it. Well, okay.
How dare you two talk about me?
Well, I had to, mate, because you were too busy on working, weren't you?
I was too busy working, Steve. Yes, you're right.
With his one meeting that he made up. His one made up meeting. Right, this is going to be the theme for next week. So yeah, we are on next week. Here we go. Soundtracks, maybe?
Something like it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
What is it? Best soundtrack. Okay.
That'd be good, that.
Are we talking complete soundtrack, or are we talking about the main song from the film?
No, I'd say complete soundtrack.
Overall, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't have Transformers on every answer, Steve.
Well, the Transformers 1986 soundtrack is actually amazing, and the fact that Chris put 3 of those songs on when he did his reselling Spotify proves that, because I don't think he realised where they were from.
I knew where they were from. I put them on specially for you. Okay, best soundtracks. That's good. I like a good soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do homework, and we've only got a week to do it. Film selector. Let me make sure I don't need to take anything off.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, I managed to watch that Cruella yesterday. I really enjoyed it.
Did you? Because it's on Disney Plus, isn't it? But you've got to pay for it.
Yeah, it's actually really good. I enjoyed it last night.
You've not used on Disney Plus and charged me for it, have you?
No. It's free to watch.
Pictures on this, aren't there?
I think you put about 12 on this the last time you come on, didn't you, Lainey?
I can only see 2 that I put on.
Oh, Chris mustn't have saved it.
Oh yeah, that's his usual excuse.
Yeah.
Right. There's a few on here now. Right, let's do it. This is homework.
Oh, Senna.
Okay.
I love.
I haven't seen that yet. I've got it. I've just not got around to watch
Are
it.
you going to actually get around to watching this one, Chris? Because we've been asking you to watch it for the last like 10
I've
months.
been waiting until it come up on the wheel. Right, Senna. I've been looking forward to watching this. But Big Steve doesn't have to do any homework because he's already seen it.
It's worth a watch again. It's worth a watch again.
The Blu-ray last week, I think it was, for that with Nolan Eye.
Mm.
So I haven't seen
Oh,
that yet.
Tori's always going on about that.
I'm waiting for that to come up so I can actually pop in the Blu-ray.
So there you go. So it's not a bad shout that because Catan, Tori, and Dave that they're going to watch it.
Good. Jason said, Chris, did you watch any of the DVDs? Not yet. Not yet. The ones that I picked up the other day from the charity shop.
Is it about the racing car driver?
It's about
Yeah.
yeah.
Then,
It's the build up to his death,
Right.
but it actually uses some of the real life footage, from the accident.
Oh, right.
don't ruin the ending.
Yeah, is it the Titanic ending? That one, Steve?
Is it? Am I right in thinking it's the obvious ending? Is that how it? That's where it's going.
That's where it's going.
That's where it went.
Yeah.
It comes to an abrupt ending, shall we say?
Jason's talking about soundtracks. The one I used to listen to quite a lot. Back to the Future, Rocky, Wedding Singer, me, myself, and Irene. That's a random one.
Yeah.
Independence Day. Is that not like just mainly sort of classical type stuff?
Well, I tell you what, the one that might surprise you that I do listen to when I just want to chill out is the soundtrack to Gladiator, and I can just let that play for hours.
I love that last tune at the end.
Yeah, everyone's gonna watch it, so that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Is it a tearjerker? Tori's asking.
It is, yeah.
Oh. Ali says I can rent Senna on Prime. Just checked, only 50p more to buy it.
I think it's on 50p in CEX.
You can probably pick it up on eBay or something for hardly anything.
Or Poundland, like £2 for the Blu-ray.
I'm sure Dave will find the link and bang it in the group.
Dave says, if you've seen Senna, then another F1 film worth a watch is Rush.
Yeah, that's another one I've got to watch.
One, isn't it?
Him who's Thor.
Yeah,
Who's just escaped from it, yeah.
War of the Worlds for a soundtrack.
Guardians of the Galaxy's got soundtrack in it.
Oh yeah, it's great that.
I tell you what, I did download the other day because this popped up on one of the random questions of the day. They think the movie soundtracks, and I downloaded the special edition Top Gun soundtrack. And but there's loads of songs that are on that aren't actually in the film. Don't know where they've come up with that soundtrack.
I think, you know what? I think on the same lines of that, I think the Wedding Singer 2, there's a Wedding Singer 2 soundtrack, right? There's one and
yeah, there is. There's like an extra compilation.
But I think on some of those, it's music inspired by the film.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
I think that's how they get around it.
There was a Romeo and Juliet that did the same.
Mm.
But it had the song in Romeo and Juliet where the young colours.
Cardigans, Love Fool. There's a Cardigans, Love Fool.
No, it's When Doves Cry.
Right, yeah.
That version from the film is actually on the second CD.
I'm just putting this suggestion from Tori on the wheel. You without.
No, me without you.
Oh shit.
Me without you.
So, do you want
Me?
my top 5 soundtracks now then?
It's a good film. It's sad, but it's good.
Oh, okay.
So should we stop
It's
talking
got
about
Amelia
soundtracks?
Clark. It's got Amelia Clark in it.
Right, I've added it, Tori.
If you have a look at it, the Top Gun Special Edition soundtrack, I think it's called.
Mm.
I was looking for my phone then, but it's plugged into my stand. But yeah, there's about 5 or 6 songs on that album that aren't in the film.
It's probably there's probably like some small print on the bottom saying
They should have been.
inspired by or something. The films we wanted to put in, but they wouldn't let us or something.
Oh no, it wasn't what I was thinking of, was it? What's the one where?
Isn't it No Easy Way Out, Catan? Not No Way Out. No Easy Way Out. Yeah.
Who's Chuck?
Thanks, Chuck.
Who's Chuck? There's no Chuck here.
I think it's a saying.
I know. I'm winding up. Right. Well, there you go then. We're done for another week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Only a week to go.
Just 1 week now to wait for the next one.
Oh, there you go. Goat Jazz is trying to sell his copy of Senna. At least we know now you're not waiting for the postman to bring it to you, Gary.
Is it a Blu-ray or a DVD, Gary?
Oh, Lana's asking questions now, Steve.
Is it a series of songs from a film? Yes.
I'm just going to check my collection to see if I've got Senna because I can't remember if I've got it or not.
It's a yellow
Go.
box.
Don't apologise, Catan. It's just my analness when it comes to films and soundtracks.
You're anal.
I ain't got it.
But it's the whole thing, Lance. Not just like that's why I asked before. We just talking about one song from a film. On the group the other day, people were just mentioning one song from a particular film, but the soundtrack's everything.
Yeah, because the thing is that it can be like one really good song, but the rest of the soundtrack is just garbage.
It's like Ghost from Unchained Melodies with Ghost and stuff. I tell you what, I've got a cracking soundtrack out there for all you blokes. It's the film Striptease with Demi Moore.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to watch that just for the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you watched it for, is it?
Well, that's what Lana
His own work.
That's what Lana watches it for.
Tori's going to go off and watch it after this.
What, Striptease?
Just getting the own work out of the way.
Yeah.
I suppose
Right.
it's like Breakfast Club being remembered for Don't You? Right, like the, I mean, kind of remembered for that song kind of thing rather than the rest of it.
We're all done for this week, I think. So I'll say thank you very much to Lainey, of course, our guest quiz master, our guest quiz mistress, is it?
Mistress.
Was
Or is master just generic these days? I don't know how you're supposed to use phrases anymore.
Quiz
quiz person.
That's a bit common, isn't it?
Chris, with you
Quiz
being
mistress.
so famous, mate, you can't make this mess.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, thank you very much, Lainey. I'm sure you'll reprise your role again in the future. And thanks to the two Steves. Cheers for turning up, little Steve.
Thanks for having us.
And also thanks, of course, to the chat as well. Thank you all very much for being so interactive as always.
Yeah, thank you.
And joining in with our quiz and everything. Appreciate it. And that is it for this week. So we are back on in 1 week's time, not 2 weeks. This time next week, we'll be back on. And the theme is best soundtracks. And the homework is Senna. So we'll leave that with you. There we
Thank
go.
you very much, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Everybody.
Everyone.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.